Hi, I'm Lily, and I'm here at Megacon, and I'm joined with.
Blake Foster.
So, what was it like for you being part of like the Power Rangers, especially at such a young age, being that it was such a big franchise?
It was super cool because at the time I grew up on Power Rangers. I grew up on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So when I found out that I was going to be a Power Ranger, I was like, this can't be true. I was a martial artist as a kid, grew up watching Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers, and then the next thing I knew, I was filming Turbo, a Power Rangers movie with most of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was surreal.
How did that role come about?
I was actually filming an independent film at the time. It was called Rusty a Dog's Tale. It was talking animals. And the producer was Shuki Levy, which is the director of Power. Actually, the director of that film was the producer of Power Rangers, Shuki. And I was just being a kid on set one day, and I was throwing kicks, and I was doing backflips, and I was just messing around, being a normal kid. And he looks at me, and he goes, "Wow, you're really good at that." He's like, "Would you want to be a Power Ranger?" I was like, "What? What do you know about Power Rangers, dude? You're like 40 years old. How do you know about Power Rangers?" I didn't know he was the producer of Power Rangers. And then the next thing I knew, I was filming Power Rangers. I didn't even audition for Power Rangers.
Oh, wow.
They created that role for me. So
What was it like with your cast?
the first cast was great because, like I said, I grew up on Mighty Morphin. Jason David Frank was a huge inspiration to me. Rest in peace, Jay. We miss you. He was a huge inspiration to me as a martial artist, along with Johnny Young Bosch, both great martial artists. Being able to do that on set with those guys every day, not only did it make my martial arts better, but it was just like me working out with my big bros. And then the second cast, when they came on, I felt like the veteran. I felt like the OG. So I kind of got to show them the ropes around set on what to do and how to throw kicks and what angle to be at. So both casts were great. I loved every part of it. I did not want to leave the set, actually.
Do you have a favorite moment, either on screen or behind the scenes?
My favorite moment of all time is right before the movie was about to air. Jason David Frank comes up to me and my mom. He's like, hey, Pat. To my mom, he's like, I want to take him in my BMW somewhere. Is that cool? And my mom was like, really, Jay? You're gonna drive safe? And he was like, yeah. He had a convertible BMW at the time, and he took me to a marquee that was a huge cinema in Valencia, California. And right out front on the marquee was the huge Power Rangers Turbo. He's like, look, man, you're famous. And it was the big turbo. It was this right here, and it was huge. And I saw it for the first time, and I was like, man, it's my first time being in a major motion picture film that's in theaters. And it was the best moment ever. Not only just because I was the Blue Power Ranger, but because I got to ride alongside JDF in his car, shotgun, listening to Tupac Shakur while we went to go check that out. So that was my favorite moment with Jay.
If you were ever asked, would you return to a role in the Power Rangers universe?
In a heartbeat, in a second. That's why I created my own Phantom Force comic. And we have issues 1 and 2. Right now, we're doing 10 issues behind it. And I kind of wanted to give something to my age guys or people that grew up in that nostalgia era of Power Rangers, but then they also, it's not kid friendly, so it's a little bit darker and gritty. It's kind of like Power Rangers meets the boys, but I wanted to be able to expand my own knowledge, I guess, on what I think Justin would be doing nowadays.
That's what I was going to ask, what you think he would be doing. Do you want to share a little bit?
You got to buy the Phantom Force at phantomforcecomic.com.
Okay. And then I have to ask one more. I have to ask about Kids World. If you found a wishing glass, what would your first wish be?
To go back to Power Rangers. Oh, you saw Kids World?
Yeah.
Did I do a good job?
Yeah, it was really good.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was fun. I got to film with Christopher Lloyd out in New Zealand. We were there on location for like 4 to 6 months. And that was a crazy movie. That was fun because I was the lead in that. So I was on set a lot. But if I did have one wish, yeah, it would probably be go back on Power Rangers. I would love to reprise my role just so the fans now can be like, dang, Justin doesn't need to morph and grow. He's already big. Imagine if like it was a parody where like I shifted into turbo and then I just shrunk to your size. Like, shift into turbo. And I kept shrinking. But yeah, so Power Rangers has a special place in my heart. I wish they would do more stuff with it. They're 3-0 just released these awesome action figures. I started my jewelry brand with all my pendants and stuff. We have exclusive drops. I am going to drop one for JDF in honor of him. Throw some proceeds to charity for suicide awareness, stuff like that. So, yeah, we got big things coming up. A lot of Comic Cons coming up. Traveling the world, meeting the fans. Websites online, morphlegacy.com. Follow me on Instagram, Blake A. Foster.
Well, thank you so much.
Hey, good job on your first interview.
Thank you.
Hire her.